In a certain mood? Stream your feelings with ad-free music listening when you upgrade to Spotify Premium. Treat yourself to 3 months for free and cancel anytime. Tap the banner to learn more.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're doing well today. Let me just reduce the volume of the music even before I do anything. I hope you're doing well today, and today we're going to be making another epic render. And today, joined by me, is my whole crew over here. We got Mr. Usama, we got Mr. Tala, and we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Blender LP, or also known as Striker LP. How you guys doing today?
Bro, I am so sleepy.
Hey, no
I'm
worries.
fine, bro.
And
Us, bro, us.
dude, you both badly need coffee. That's it. You'll be good.
I need sleep, bro.
Bro, that's the thing that us 3D artists don't know. We can never get sleep. Would you agree on that, Mr. Tala?
Yep, sleep is a concept that we don't know.
Exactly. So, Even
And
before
what about girls?
Same over here. Same over here. Okay, so for everyone over here in the Discord chat, guys, I'm really, really sorry. I have been messing around and I'm just trying to do everything possible just so that I could play the music that I'm playing on Spotify over here, but I wasn't able to. So, really sorry about that. But anyways, without further ado, let's begin the stream for today. And you might be wondering why I did it so early, because apparently I had to go with my father in like a couple of hours, so I was like, hey, I cannot sacrifice the stream. My people need me. So yeah, I did the stream a bit early today. So let me just adjust the light in my background. Alrighty, that looks good. So now I'm gonna change my camera. So what are we gonna make today? Let's see. We are gonna be making a lipstick render. Sorta similar to this, but I'm gonna add a twist to it. So, Mr. Tala, since you are the product expert guy, what do you think? How long it's gonna take me?
I don't think it's gonna take that long. Like, I think similar to yesterday.
Probably. And LP, you're the Blender guy over here in the chat right now. So, what do you think?
The model looks pretty easy, so I guess it won't take that long.
Bro, the model is the easiest part. The thing that's gonna take the time is gonna be these stripes. So,
Oh.
yeah, let's see. And Mr. Osama, since you are the marketing guy in this chat right now, I have a question for you. What do you think these visuals are sellable or not?
You know, what I would say, it has to be more dynamic. Make it more dynamic. Make it so that it will catch someone's attention. Make
Got
it
you
more
covered,
dynamic.
my man. I got you covered.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Add some
guys,
spice to it. Mi signor, add some spice to it.
I will add the spice, just like Mario. No offense to the Italian crew over here. So yeah, let's begin the stream. So I already got Octane loaded up over here. So I'll just go and open up Blender Octane, and I'll take this reference image and put it on my other monitor over here. Hashtag not flexing, by the way.
Hashtag totally flexing, by the way.
Bruh.
Hashtag what about the other 3 monitors?
Blender LP, you just had to say that. Anyways, guys, with that out of the way, so what we're gonna be doing first is we're gonna be importing the human model, because I've seen one thing, guys. Whenever I used to do the model first and then scale it down, that was a workable way, but it gets into the way of like designing the scene then. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'll first import the human model, get the cube to the scale size, and then we're going to be moving on from over there. So Tala and LP, you both
Yes.
are 3D artists. So do you guys use scale for reference, or do you guys just go with the flow?
I
Bro.
basically what I do is like I find the measurements of what I'm creating beforehand, so I don't have to like find a reference or like scale reference. I start with the measurements like close to accurate.
Okay, and LP, what about you?
Bro, I am so bad with scale that I use both measurements and the human model.
Well, I mean, better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, let's just... Okay. We got that right. EYY. Sorta like that. Okay, so I'll just start modeling it anyways. So I'll just insert it, go to loop tools. Wait, why isn't it converting? Hello? I think I might
need
have to
2 more.
subdivide it. bit more.
Yes. No, 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 no.
The inserted part
Just insert and subdivide it once. Yeah.
2 times and then circle and go like extrude. Sort of like
You
this.
know,
Yeah.
as someone who doesn't know how this Blender software works or any other software works, can't you guys just scale this from like the Blender editor or something like that? Because you are making the model from the get-go, so can't you just use those measurements, insert those measurements somewhere, and like get the model, a scaled model according to the like the life size thing,
I mean,
Well,
that is.
there's an option in Cinema 4D, like you just like add. How should I say? Like scale. If it's like 5 times larger than it should be, you just add like divide by 5 overall scale and just overall projects bit smaller.
But that's Sigma. What about Blender?
I don't know.
Okay, so about Blender, let me tell you one thing, Osama. There are a lot of ways to achieve similar effects, and that is also one way. Like you can get the real world scale from the internet or a real world scale model, and you can just input those values. But the thing that I did over here was the thing like a lot of artists actually like to be dynamic. They love it when they are able to do it manually. So yeah, that's what I did. It's basically a preference thing. Like there are multiple ways. I mean, there is a desi example that I'm gonna quote over here. कान ऊपर से पकड़ो या नीचे से पकड़ो एक बार. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
What you are?
No, because I asked that question specifically because there might be some brands who will provide you the specific details, and they will want to be,
Exactly.
they want pinpoint accuracy. They will want pinpoint accuracy. So, like, I'm just asking, could you do that if you had those measurements beforehand?
Very easily.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so we got that right. Now I'm gonna be deleting the top faces so we could insert it. And we need to maintain the clean topology that we're getting over here. So I'll delete the faces. And F to pay respects, I mean to make a face.
Yo, my homie's in the chat. Do not let this man work without getting a constant reminder of saving the file.
Apparently, Mr. Osama, you are right on that because I even haven't made a project file yet. So thanks, man. You saved me.
Nani?
Yup.
Nani?
Don't you think you're a bit too old for that meme?
Nah,
My man.
you only get old from the mind.
Hmm.
There's
Well,
always a little child inside you.
Yeah, what?
Alive. There's always a little child inside of you, alive, in your heart.
Hmm. Okay.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
Bob the Builder wants to join in on stage.
Yeah, sure. I didn't even see him. Come on up over here, Bob. How you doing today, buddy?
Yep. What my go?
So I'll just add a bevel modifier over here. And it's still a bit jagged, but I could always add a subdivision modifier just to smooth it out. So yeah, we got the base shape ready. Now it's time to make the head of the lipstick.
Hey, is it the same Bob the Builder? करके दिखाएंगे हाँ भाई हाँ for my desi audience.
Nah, man, this is
Nah.
not the same Bob the Builder
Yeah.
that you're thinking of,
Oh man.
because he doesn't have a yellow hat.
Oh man.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Bob might have a yellow hat in his house.
Bob was going to explain it himself. So Bob, yo, what is it? What's up with the name, man?
What's up, buddy?
Are you
How's
the
it going?
same? Are you the same Bob
Huh?
the builder?
Nah. I only see him in Blender.
So you make stuff in Blender, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. So how long
Fuck.
has it been? How long has it
Hey,
been?
hey,
I
hey,
like.
hey, hey! No abusing, man. No abusing. We're live right now.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's.
listen, Bob.
Ah.
You're,
Yep.
bro. You're a good friend. I didn't want to scold you, but if you're gonna be abusing, bro, you can go back to the audience. I'm really sorry.
No, I'm not abusing anyone.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think there was a slight mistake in the hearing, I guess. Anyway, so Bob, how long has it been since you have been making stuff in Blender?
Like 6 months, 5 months, approx.
Oh.
And Osama, you wanna know the funny part? This guy is also a fan of Supra.
No. Oh shit.
Already, so
So. 1 8 something here?
what?
Like I'm cooking something. So you wanna eat?
I'm eating macaroni, man. But sure.
No. This is South Indian dish, by the way.
Oh, what
you're
are you
South
making?
Nah, I'm not South Indian. It's called Appe, like, yeah, in local.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
Appe, A-double-P. I can't pronounce it properly, but
Okay, so
as
can
I
you
know,
please
it's called
can you,
Appe.
because Hassan often goes to Patrick's stream, and Patrick is a really great.
Pretty
What?
chef.
What? What do
Patrick
you
is a
say?
digital chef. Patrick is a digital
Okay.
chef, I would say. So
Hmm.
you can say Hassan is a bit of a food connoisseur. So can you please
Okay.
explain the dish to us? What's the dish?
Like, it's basically a rice batter, rice and what's the stuff? Yeah, you can say main is rice batter, and we have to steam. If we steam that thing, we'll get idlis, and if we fry like shallow fry, pan fry it, we'll get apples.
Okay.
Not that complex. It's a very simple dish.
Okay, so you eat it with some sort of sauce, or do you eat it alone?
Like it has coconut chutney and like sambar.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. You know what the funny part is? I had something similar to it, but we
Hmm?
call it thoda in our Desi language.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
actually,
mendu vada thing.
you could say dosa. It's similar. To
Oh,
dosa.
okay.
It's similar to dosa,
Get
but
it.
thicker. But thicker.
Like uttapam. Yeah.
You could say we just fry the
Like
batter on the pan.
Alrighty. So
and
we're
add
done
some
with the
toppings
model.
on it. Yeah.
Hey, yo, chefs, calm down now. Because we're
Yeah.
done with the model.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be firing up our Octane over here. So for that, we're going to be going to Octane. And we're going to be going into... where is the Octane kernel? Octane kernel. We're going to be making a quick node tree, deleting everything, and adding a path tracer. Why do we always delete it? Because apparently, the version of Octane that I'm using, whenever you make a quick node tree, it always adds the direct light nodes over here that we don't need. We actually need the path tracer one. So yeah, let's just see if it's working. Yes sir, it is working. So yeah, let's just texture it now. We'll go into the shader editor and we'll start with a glossy material. So I'll just delete it. I'll add a glossy material, make it a bit black, Add a lot of roughnesses. Save. And for the bottom part, it's going to be a totally different texture. So I'll just make another texture, duplicate it, and I'm going to be adding a Cinema 4D noise over here. And we need to actually assign it now. So let's assign that. Now we're going to be adding the projection as well as the UV transform. And we'll decrease it. That looks really good. So let's save the project before Osama reminds me to.
You know, you know what the coincidence is?
What?
I was actually typing hashtag save the file.
Ah, my friend, I know you far too well.
Great minds think alike.
Yes, sir, they do.
You know, as a layman person who hasn't done any 2D work so far, I would say it's starting to look pretty good.
I know, man, I know. But I'm just trying to figure out a few things over here. I want it to be matte, not like super glossy. So let's check out something else.
Hey Hassan,
Yo.
as someone who doesn't know Blender, and you're all guys pretty much almost expert 3D animators. So for those guys who are going to start learning animation, what are these nodes and what are you just doing here? What's this tree-like appearance? Like what it is? What is it? Could you please explain it quickly?
Okay, so what I'm doing over here is I basically added a shader over here, which is a glossy material, because it's the same thing that we need to achieve the look that we see over here. But the thing is, this is not like totally matte. We actually have like a few glossy parts that I want to add in the highlights, because the main thing is, even if you add like micro details and micro scratches, they are going to be visible regardless if you're putting it in like this scale or like this scale. So yeah, I'm just adding the micro details over here, and for that I'm using the Cinema 4D noise. Now if you're a user who uses like cycles or EV a lot, you might not be able to find this node, but if you use Octane like me, hey, you have it.
Bro is cheating.
Bro is on our next level, bro. So that goes into the roughness. I'll just quickly make a duplicate of this. Shift D and plug it into the bump as well. And just reduce the power. Now you see, Osama, what I meant? It's catching all of the lights. All of these white spots are actually the light.
I can see. You know, that takes me to my next question, and that is, there are sometimes, and I see a lot of these people when you are, reaching them out for marketing of their products or their services, and most of the times, you will see that these people have some sort of emotional connection to their product. So, as a marketer, honestly, I would want to portray those emotions. I would want to communicate those emotions to the consumer or the buyer, because that emotion is actually what is making that product special. As an animator or as a 3D artist, how do you translate that emotion to your art? That's my
Well,
question to everyone, every animator in the panel right now.
until
Yeah, I am.
I do the texturing of the top part of the lipstick, I would like Tala and LP to answer that first before I answer that. So, yeah, guys, go ahead.
Well, I didn't follow the question. Could you repeat it again? Hello?
Hassan, I'm eating right now, so could you please
Okay,
repeat the question?
so basically, Osama is asking, like, how do we add emotional depth to our renders?
How do we add emotional depth? I don't know how to explain it, but it's like we are basically trying to satisfy ourselves. It's like first we if we can satisfy ourselves, then we can think about the audience. If it doesn't satisfy us, then how can it like appeal to the audience? For, like I think I can answer this is like in this way, and I mean I don't know how to explain this, but I don't have a like proper answer for this.
I mean, I
Okay,
don't believe it is a tricky question. It
so
is a tricky question.
Ladies and
okay,
gentlemen,
I have some.
Hassan has also joined the chat. So, yeah,
Hello.
welcome to the chat,
What are you
buddy.
guys discussing?
Okay, so Osama basically asked a question over here where he asked, like, what do you guys do to add emotional depth to your 3D renders or animations?
Emotional depth.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I
So,
guess play with colors.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
No,
Like,
no.
I have,
His
I
question
have
was
some
like,
specific answer.
wait.
Hmm?
I think there is
The
no
question.
specific answer for this. Like value of emotion is like different for everyone.
Now, like, according to me, like I have some answer.
What do you got?
Okay,
Like,
go on.
lots of YouTubers use this also in their like content or like videos. So like they create a problem and they offer a solution, like a simple thing. We can we can also implement that in our like products or advertisements. So I have this.
Bro, that still
Like,
doesn't answer the question.
think, like for adverts, it's a separate thing. But for specifically renders, I don't think there's a proper answer because renders are something different. It's not a final advert. You might do like add text or add some slogan to add emotional depth. That is a separate thing. But adding like emotional depth to a render, maybe there could be a nostalgia element, or like you could add a scenic element or some kind of a background color or some kind of a shading that could like
Trigger a
portray
certain emotion.
some kind of emotion exactly, but there is not like a specific answer for that. Like emotions is like uh very, how should I say, I can't find the right word, but emotion is like different for everyone. I think I'd feel something different for a color, and some other guy would feel totally differently about that color. For me, like blue is like very cool or like very calm color. Maybe it could be something different for anyone else.
Fair point,
I
fair
mean that.
point.
I mean that's pretty much one aspect to see it. Playing with colors or stuff like that. Because CGI Forge recently did an animation for a vape brand, and that specific vape brand was looking for something, you know, like
Out of the box.
that could, out of the box, and that could portray something like, dark magic, black magic. And to communicate that, they used darker elements, black color, stuff like that. You add that emotion to your renders
Exactly.
or you advertisements.
Already.
Well, for animation, it's pretty like it's not that difficult for animation because there are like some dynamic angles or like moving things. Yeah, you can add to it, but still renders I think you could add emotion through lighting, like some kind of like dark, spooky lighting, or like bright lighting, or like dynamic lighting, according to the mood. But that's a different aspect for a render, but for an animation, it's totally a different thing. Like if you don't like change lighting or like color theming, you could add like certain elements, moving elements to portray some kind of different like expression.
And I think Hassan, this takes us back to uh, the series that we were doing on Instagram, the Advertisement 101, and I think this should be the next reel on that.
Color psychology.
You did that
Emotional
already.
psychology.
No. It's in my bucket
Hmm.
list, but the thing is, bro, listen, you and me are from the same city. You know my schedule. I'm just like a headless chicken nowadays, so yeah. But
I
anyways,
mean,
Bro is ready.
whenever we do that.
exactly. So let me get the people over here who are watching it for the 3D render that we're doing today. Let me just catch you up what we actually did. So in Blender over here, we actually made the model, we textured everything. Now we're gonna be adding the 22 logo over here. We made the shade for the lipstick as well. So yeah, in Photoshop, I just made a 1080 by 1080 canvas over here. Just typed in 22 and used the font Abriel Fatis. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but hey, it is what it is. And I saved it as a PSD. So I'll just close it for now, just to preserve a little bit of memory. Now we're gonna be adding that mask over here so we could reveal the glossy parts, as we see in our reflective images. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna be adding another material over here because I don't want it like going around everywhere. Add a new material, select the front part, assign, go into render view, delete this, come back over here, select everything, and boom, it's working. So now what I'm going to be doing is duplicating it, but without the roughness and without the bump. And I'll add a mixed material over here, plug it into the first one, this will go into the second one, and right after this I'm gonna be answering Osama's question that he originally asked. Now we're gonna be going into the UV editor, go to the mask, select this, a bit too tall. Somewhere around over here, and GX. Now since you come from cycles, you know how to easily remove this part. But the thing is, when you're in Blender Octane, you actually have two ways. Either you can make a loop cut over here and remove the UVs, or there is another way that works, but it works like sometimes. Just come over here to your shader editor
Premium lets you listen to your
and
favorite music without
just scroll
ads,
through
so
these.
you can keep the energy going all day long. Don't miss out on 3 months free.
Yep.
Cancel anytime.
That
Tap the
worked.
banner to learn more.
So yeah, for this one, I'm gonna be turning down the roughness because we want it shiny. Somewhat like that. So yeah, I think we're done with the model. And now we're gonna be making the streaks that we saw. Talking about these streaks. Oh, you know what? That red actually looks good. So let's just make it a darker shade of red. And put the saturation to 100. A bit too
Lipstick
much.
darker.
Sorry?
Lipstick shades darker. It sounds similar to a movie. I think. You know,
Coming in theaters near you. Okay, that was really cringe what I did. Alrighty.
It's a whole pack. It's a whole package.
So we got that right. Now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be start designing the whole set. So what I'm thinking right now is, first of all, let me just add this to a collection. New collection. Lipsticks. Underscore red. And I'll just hide it for now. I'll make a plane. And now we're gonna be making the whole stripes. So just to make these stripes, we actually have two options. Number one, either we could sculpt it and move along from over there, or what we could do is what we did in the eyeliner render. And Tala, you were in that stream, so would you like to tell the people how we did the eyeliner thing? The one where it wrapped around. Hello? What the? Did my internet just blew off?
No.
Oh,
I
no.
think he went to sleep.
Oh. Dude, I was literally panicking. I was like, okay, what happened? Anyways, since Tala is AFK right now, let me just tell you guys what we did over there. So, what we actually did was we took an alpha file and we masked it out in a universal shader. We added glossiness and then we added the texture using Cinema 4D noise. So, either we could do that route or either we could sculpt it from scratch. And I'm not gonna sculpt it because it's gonna take far too long for me, because whenever I get into something, I go real hard at it. So I'm just gonna be using the texture. So let's just find it. I'll bring my Internet Explorer over here and we'll go to pixels.
Internet Explorer, really, bro? Really?
I mean, bro,
You do not know. You do not know the potential of this freaking Internet Explorer, dude.
I mean-
No, this Explorer is better than Chrome or like Firefox. Or
I have seen thousands of tabs on his browser. I'll tell you that.
Don't tell what,
Microsoft Edge.
dude.
Don't ask for the content of the tabs.
Yep.
I'm not gonna reveal that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm just saying this little Microsoft Edge or Explorer browser works really well.
Okay, instead of like pixels, we should just Google it. So I mean, it's on Adobe stock, but I need the alpha version.
I think you can find a like Photoshop brush for it.
I mean, I could, but what's the fun in that?
Oh,
For what?
The lipstick
For the
streaks.
streaks, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you could use like two masks in gradient, one for the straight streaks and for that patchy, and you could add some noise for that.
We could do that.
I could do that. I would do that in that way if I was making that render.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, we could use this as an alpha.
I mean, why not
But
use the same
you-
colors
you won't be able to get that bumpy edges with that alpha channel. Like,
You think?
yep.
Bro, no.
You're gonna
If
get
you can
surprised.
convert it into a normal map, then you would be able to get that like bumpy edges.
Dude, I can
No,
convert this
bro.
into a depth map.
Uh,
I
I have some
think
suggestion
the
like
grayscale value for that, like, it's not perfect to get that exact like look. Maybe
Hmm.
in color, it looks fine.
You know what? I mean, there's a first time for everything. Let's try sculpting for the first time.
Oh, that's a
So,
good idea.
First
so
time? Really?
yeah, I never did
I
sculpting before.
Hmm?
So yeah,
like
uh,
you should use texture paint like for Inox edition. Texture paint.
and I'll enable Dynatopo, which is basically like Dynamesh for ZBrush users.
yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's gonna be quick and dirty.
Save the file. Save the file.
No, I'm not. You're save the file. I'm Hassan. So yeah, we got a base shape going around now. Hello? Why is it like this?
That's some
And
ugly ass shape.
I know.
I think you need to enable or disable that front face only.
Where?
Check brush. Wait, let me Google.
By the way, do you know ZBrush is owned by Maxon now?
Yeah, I
The same
know
company
that.
owns Cinema 4D and Redshift and like Red Giant.
Yes, sir, I know about that.
And I'm not too happy about that.
Why?
I think one company having so many like tools under its umbrella is like a monopoly.
Okay, do you want a piece of the pie then?
No, I mean Cinema 4D had its own sculpting like suite, like inbuilt in Cinema 4D. But now they won't gonna improve that, and instead they're gonna like advertise ZBrush and
Mm-hmm.
try to like make their user buy the ZBrush too.
Noise.
Okay.
Like it's a monopoly. Why will they gonna provide like all the tools in one software when they can like force their users to buy like another tool that they own
Point.
now?
Isn't this what the Apple does?
Exactly the same thing.
They give you the phone and they expect you to buy every other accessory, which,
Wait,
mind you,
Hassan,
isn't cheap.
click on
Yep.
brush
Exactly.
in the middle of your screen. Like on the top, there's a brush on there, and now click on front face only. It's somewhere. Like the last option, last. The bottom.
Oh.
At the bottom, yes.
Oh, thanks, LP.
Is it?
See, guys, this is the reason you don't do streaming alone. You always need friends who always come and save your ass.
Bro forgot he's streaming.
What?
Bro, how much saving do you need? How much saving do you need, bro?
Far too much, my friend. Far too much. Okay, I actually increased the brush size a bit too much. So I'll reduce down the radius as well as the strength. Oh, so now we'll just smooth this out. Mm.
So
Hmm?
what if there is a total noob who wants to learn Blender? How
Mm-hmm.
much time will he need to get the basics done, or how much time will he or she need so that that person is market ready?
There is
Depend.
no specific like timeline. Depends on your like interest. How much time are you willing to put in?
For normal people, I would say, for normal
For
people, if
normal
you are
people, I
willing to give
think
like 4 hours a
I
day, if you're I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but if you are willing to give 4 hours a day, how much time will you need to learn it?
I can't say
One.
about Blender. I think Hassan would be better telling you that. I can tell you about like Cinema 40. I think like 2 to 3 months, like to get a firm grip.
For example, people want to take up different projects on Fiverr or Upwork, so I think it will take them 2 to 3 months, I guess.
I
Uh,
think that you should at least have a like a year experience for like properly take on projects.
Interesting. Interesting.
Because like if you have spent like only 1, 2, or maybe 3 months, there might be something that you don't know, you never like bumped into them, and when you take a project and like now you're stuck, and that can affect your business, obviously.
And also your
Hmm.
sleep
no,
schedule as well.
Exactly. And mental
but
health.
yeah, but with software like Blender, na, where there's a very big community, I don't think it's like very hard to get stuck because you have so many resources. You can always find the answer to your problem.
Yep, that's another thing. But if you are like talking about a business point of view, I think you should have all the knowledge. Like there might be some novel points that you don't know about, so you can like always ask community. But most of the knowledge you should have.
You're
Bro,
right.
I've seen like so many people who don't know anything, but they are earning a lot because
I
they are
think
marketing themselves.
I would categorize those people as business people, not like artists.
But still they're earning, right?
Yeah,
They
there's
don't know
like a
anything,
lot
but
of other
they're
ways to
earning.
earn. Like there are a lot of other ways to earn, not just like that.
Yeah, but still they are earning. There are people who don't know stuff, but they don't know how to market themselves, and there are people who don't know stuff, but they know how
Let
to
me tell
put
you
themselves.
a little bit of a difference between a businessman and an artist. I think I don't have to explain. You just told yourself. Like a lot of people have like really good art, but they don't know how to market themselves. They are like probably artists, not have a like good mindset for business or like. But there are some like people who can market things like very good, but they don't have like skill for that. They can outsource people, and they have like very good business tendencies. I think there's a code like you can. It's maybe not a code. I read it somewhere that you can sell a bad product with a good marketing, but you can't sell a good product with a bad marketing.
Well said.
Mm, true, true, very true.
I think Hassan, you are the right person to talk about Blender here. So, no, how long will it take for a guy to learn Blender, a guy or a girl?
Just
Because you
just
taught
give me a
Moby,
sec.
he's it, he's okay.
He is making a pathway to like Mordor.
I'm making a pathway to heaven, my friend. So, who wanna dies first?
No, I think it's a pathway to like that mountain where those hobbits like drop the ring in the volcano to the Mordor.
Oh, epic,
Now you got
epic.
the
Now I got the reference. Shadow Mordor and the Lord of the Rings series. Now I got you, man.
exactly.
Let me take a sip, and Osama, I'll come back to your question. Okay, so Osama, what was your question?
He was basically asking how much time boy or girl would need to learn like Blender.
Okay, so if you're talking about simply Blender, bro, let me tell you one thing. Blender is like one piece of the puzzle. If you're willing to get into 3D and for like product photography, which in I specialize, what you actually need to do is you need to have a firm knowledge of lighting, you need to know a firm knowledge of color theory, you also need to have a good knowledge of cameras as well, because we're basically emulating all of the cameras over here in 3D, and according to that we are making our scenes. So it's not so more about like knowing the software, whether it be Blender, Cinema 4D, even ZBrush to some extent. It's more so about knowing about the real world things and how you can use it in your 3D environment. So yeah. And if you're talking about learning the software, bro, it depends on person to person. Like if someone's willing to put in like 12 hours a day, dude, he can learn it in a month. But if someone's willing to put in like 4 hours a day, it can take him up to a year. And even though the results may vary, still again, that the guy who's putting like 1 month, he can learn even faster than the one who has spent like 3 years into this whole process. It all depends on what sources he's using, what tutorials or courses he's watching, and what sort of mentors and communities does that guy have. Luckily for you people, we actually have a really good community, which brings us to our next segue, that is Blender artwork. So guys, if you want to join this community, show off your work, or even if you want just to say hi and have a little bit of chit chat, just hop on over to the first link that I'm gonna be typing in over here. So Sama, I think that might have gave you the answer what you were looking for.
Basically,
Yeah, and I think Moby is a very interesting case study here because Moby learned it pretty fast.
In a year, man, in a year, that guy went from 0 to 100 in a year.
What, Moby who?
Mubashir Amjad, the guy that I told you about, my student.
Wait, when did you tell me?
Oh, I didn't
You
tell
did?
you. Dude, as much as I remember, I did told you.
I
The
mean,
guy
you can tell it
you
again.
and Tamur were talking about?
No.
That would be Tammy if I would nickname him.
Oh,
Okay.
Tammy.
Since I don't know him that well, so I'll be not calling him that Tammy.
Who knows, he might get offended.
Exactly. Who knows?
If you're talking about Tamur?
Yep.
Yep.
This guy is gonna message Tamur right now. Dude, you need to come over here. These guys are talking shit about you.
No, we are maybe. I was like discussing probably his nickname. Like,
Tamur?
what?
Okay,
Nothing,
so
nothing. I mean, it sounds nice.
about Mubashir, let me tell you guys one thing. He was a PUBG addict. Like he used to play like 14 to 16 hours a day. And that guy turned his whole life around with 3D. Because apparently he was like my friend's younger brother, and his elder brother came to me and he was like, bro, I'm really frustrated about my younger brother. Could you help him out? I was like, sure, I'll have a conversation with him and we'll see what can we do about him. And what I found out, the guy actually had a thing for product photography. And I was like, bro, how many products do you have to shoot in a day? It was like, bro, I barely get a product. And I was like, okay, what if you had unlimited products and you could do it as many times as you want without ruining the lighting? He got excited. He was like, okay, I'm listening. Then I introduced him to Blender. Like, okay, this is also a thing that you could do. So in the end, what actually happened was the guy picked up 3D product animation, and now the guy is going good.
So you basically did a great favor to the world.
More like to the Blender community.
Nah, you like made him leave PUBG.
Yep.
That's a great favor.
I wouldn't even call it a favor, man. It was more so like
For the world.
I saw the passion and I just showed him like, okay, dude, you need to do it like this.
Could you
Showed him
counsel
the
my
way.
little brother too?
Hey,
Like
why
I've tried.
not?
He's also addict to PUBG.
I mean, bro, I could help you out, but it's a rainy season, so it's gonna be $500 for like 30 minutes. So, yeah,
I think I'm gonna try myself.
just messing with you, man. Anytime.
Sure, sure.
Okay, now let's get back over here to our materials and let's just scale it down a bit. And I'm gonna be taking out of the displacement and I'll add a vertex displace over here. And I'll select this and plug it right in. Yeah, as expected, it had to explode. Subdivision level should be at 2, probably. Yes, sir. Hey, oh, why did you flip?
Nice. Very nice.
That's one
Hey,
spiky
yo,
lipstick.
what happened?
That's one spiky lipstick.
I thought that was a dragon's tongue.
I'll show you a dragon's trunk.
Not trunk. I said tongue.
Oh. Wait, Dragon's tongue?
Yep.
Dragons have pointy tongues?
Now let your nope. I don't know. Dragon don't exist, but we can imagine
Bro tried.
yeah, I tried. Rest in peace.
I'm totally
Hey,
clueless
bro.
right now. Yo.
Yes.
What evidence? Well, you talked about dragons. What evidence do you have for non-existence of a dragon?
Ah,
don't
here
have
we
any
go again with the
fossil.
conspiracy theories.
We don't have any fossil, bro. At least there should be any fossil or they're remnants. They are not small creatures. There should be sightings, proper videographic proof. It's everyone has smartphone these days. Not those edited After Effects clips, proper.
I'm like, my initial question was a bit, it was just for fun, but the second question that this gives rise to is a serious one, and that is, do you think fossils really are an evidence to prove evolution?
No, no, I don't think so.
Oh,
What?
could you explain?
I don't know. Evolutionists use fossils. They try to bring up fossils to the chimps and before humans, Homo sapiens to I forgot the exact terms for what was they say before humans and try to justify those fossils
Neanderthals?
exist and exactly Neanderthals and those species. And they say that these fossils exist and they have this similarities and that similarity, so that's why the evolution is okay, it's proven. But they can't show the transition state, when those species were transitioning from their state to Homo sapiens. There is no fossil for that.
Ayo, my man is watching some podcasts, I guess.
I
Oh,
think. And there's another thing. What was I saying? Like I had a point in my mind. Now, yeah, there's a some scientists like they are basically evangelists. If you know, like evangelist origin, basically they are anti-evolutionists. They created a software to calculate how long would it take to like uh, occur one micro evolution in a single species, and they calculated it would take like around 200 million years. And how much they describe like evolution has taken place from that single cell to like now where we are, and they calculated the time, and that time was more, and that time was larger than the life of our universe, like more than 14 billion years. And
damn.
they say like earth existed like since 4 billion years. So how could that like take that much like time? And when the pro evolutionists took that software like algorithm and run their calculations, they like came onto a conclusion that it would take like 200 plus million years for like Neanderthals to human evolution. But they say it took like 100,000 years to evolve from Neanderthals to humans, like Homo sapiens. And there's a like clear contradiction. Like, how would you explain that 200 million years that you got yourself from that calculations?
My man has seen, definitely has seen that debate between Kesar Raja and
Exactly.
Messi.
I've
Oh,
seen that.
my
Yeah.
man, big man.
I'm following him like for quite a while now.
Us, bro, us. You know, when you initially started that conversation, I had an idea that you were watching that guy.
Yep. I mean, I'm watching some
So,
other guys too.
so you
Uh,
said like they took 200 million like years to like what you say like.
Yes.
Can you just repeat some like that last sentence?
I said basically that pro-evolutionism, though, like those who say that evolution is a real thing, like it, not interspecies evolution, but like from one species to
Uh,
another species, that kind of evolution. Those who believe
now,
in that,
uh,
they took that
yeah,
evangelist like biologists, those biologists that developed that algorithm and then their own calculation through that algorithm, and they came on to the conclusion that it would take around 200 plus million years to like occur one in like species evolution from one species to another. For example, they ran their calculation for Neanderthals to Homo sapiens, and
mm,
they came to the conclusion that it would take around 200 million years. But what they say and teach in like biology and like their university that and they basically tell us that the history shows that it took around 100,000 years, like around 1 lakh years to evolve from
mm,
Neanderthals to like humans.
yes, yeah. So like my point is basically that like when like just human are were Homo sapiens and like that. So like
Yep.
there should be a habitat like they evolve faster. Like there will be a habitat.
Yes.
Like it's also a theory.
And
Like
there are a lot of theories, like, and there are a
yeah,
lot of contradiction in evolution theories. For
like
example, there
Big
is
Bang.
like they say like blood evolved in like certain organisms. Like there were organisms existed like when there was no blood in them. But how could you say like blood evolved first or the veins evolved first? Like they say evolution is a like improve things. It not add an evolution. Like how could I say? I can't
it's
like properly
basically
say that in English.
it's basically a circular argument. It's just like
Exactly.
which came first, whether the egg came first or did
Exactly.
You
the
can.
chicken
Like,
came.
how
And
could blood evolve when there's no need for it and there's no like structure to like carry it around
let
to the
me
body?
let me
And
explain. Let me
yes, yes,
explain.
yes.
What Tala is trying to say here is that he's building an argument against uh, the the basic, what did I say, what I want to say? Lamarckian, no, Darwinism. I think he's trying to build a case against Darwinism, and that is that Darwinists say survival of the fittest. Even Lamarckians say survival of the fittest. So when you are saying survival of the fittest, it means that when there is an evolved form, it means that that
Bro,
evolved form will
bro,
have
Osama,
something. Huh?
we are getting a lot of static from your side, bro.
Is it coming now? Is it coming now?
No, no.
No.
Nah, nah.
No, it's fine.
He's trying to say is that the evolved form is definitely going to be better than the previous form. So when we say that blood is actually a better form, or something gave which made organisms that had blood fitter than the other ones, okay, and then we have veins. Veins also, you could say, evolved in an organism. It wasn't there at first. So he's trying to build an argument,
Yeah.
which came first, the vein came first or did the blood came first, because both are interconnected. There cannot be blood without vein, and similarly there can be vein without blood. Which
Exactly.
came
If
Like,
like veins evolve first, like there is no blood, then there is no purpose for like veins. And the evolution they taught us, like veins are like unnecessary thing, and that would be dropped during the evolution. That should be like um, not have carried through the evolution, like just veins. Either the blood could have like evolved first. If blood evolved first, like then how could it be carried around the body like without the veins?
I mean,
like,
I think this is enough of biology in a blender.
Yes. I mean, you could
And
learn everything like new every other day.
I get the point. I get the point because I think it started from a something fake fairy tale of a dragon, and then we jumped
Yeah, dragon's tongue to be exact.
to very real
biology.
questions.
Hassan bro, save the
Just
mic.
out of the point
It's
we are
saved.
going.
Oh, noise.
Bro is just saving, like when we told him like just he do like CDRS.
Yeah, he's playing with fire.
Control
man.
N.
Okay.
Like one snap and boom, everything gone.
Yep.
Dude, like you for real?
Like for real. Like I'm the example, bro. If you forward and not forward.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, you got some topics to talk, non-biology, or I have something to say, like even more about like veins and bloods.
Yes, go on.
Yeah. So like you said, like vein came first or blood, like veins have no purpose if blood is not there, and blood have no purpose if veins are not there. Like how could we say that? Like mean, if blood was not there, there should be a something element that provide energy to a body, to a cell or something. And veins, what the veins do? Like they provide, like they transport the, like what we say, like they transport energy, like I can say energy
Nutrients.
to cells, nutrients. Yeah, exactly. So veins like provide, like transfer nutrients to cells. So it basically, so veins are from starting, like not starting, like they evolve first, like veins, and then blood came, like for better evolution. Like I am saying that.
It's a circular argument, man. It's a circular argument.
There's no proper answer for that. Like if you say one thing before the first, it's wrong. It has no meaning. If you say other thing, that also has no meaning.
Yeah, because what happens is that, and I think this is the basic thing that me and Tala are trying to convey is that people try to teach us stuff and try to preach us some stuff that has no evidence. And and these evolutionists are basically, they're atheists trying to say that there is no god or stuff like that, and
Hmm.
they are trying to use a basic scientific theory to actually, you know,
Prove
Basically,
it.
they are
Yeah.
trying to use a scientific theory and present it as a fact.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like
what.
mainly scientists like wanna prove them right like every time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, what science is, what science is, how laws are, how theories travel to being a law. You get evidence after repeated experiments.
Theory. Yeah.
Okay, that's how
Hmm.
the theory becomes a law.
Deserve nonstop
You do
music.
not have
So why not let
any
Spotify Premium serve up the music
objective
you love to listen to,
evidence to prove
ad-free and
the
uninterrupted?
ob-
Better hurry though. 3 months free
to
ends,
make
and you can cancel
evolution a
anytime.
fact.
Tap the banner to learn more.
Yeah.
You don't have an objective evidence. That is what me and Tala are trying to say.
Alrighty, guys. So they started discussing about a lot of different things, and if you guys see this channel disappearing for a while, it's just because of Osama, because he started this whole shit.
What?
No, no, that won't gonna affect your channel, I think.
You sure?
Yep.
Won't,
Yeah.
because these are my
Better
and
than
Tala's,
nothing,
not
though.
yours. These are my and Tala's views, not yours. You are just making stuff
Mm,
up there.
I think that could attract like some people to your channel.
Yeah, probably the
Maybe in a
one.
good way or a bad way.
What do
That's
Like
up
better
for
than
debate.
silence.
I think that's gonna be in a bad way.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, we're just trying to have conversation with the open mind. If you can, if you can prove solid arguments, we are open to listen to that. We are open to conversation. That's all we want.
I get it,
Wait,
man.
Hassan.
Yeah,
Hassan, why are you using camera with such high focal length?
a fisheye focal
Why?
length.
Well,
Dude.
no, such high 100 focal length. Why?
Oh, okay. So for like product photography, it's always recommended that we use a lens that starts with 85 and goes up to like 256. Because in how do I say it? In real world photography, these are like the core principles that a lot of people use, and we're just following that.
Basically, what it does, it compresses that parallax and gives an flatter look to an image.
Oh,
So yeah, that angle looks quite good. Now I'm gonna be disconnecting the whole world, and I'll add a 3D viewport over here.
Basically, like it's like that. If you use like low focal length, like around 35 and 50, it'll gonna make your. I'll give an example like human portrait photography. Basically, your face will gonna look a little bit round, and when you go like 85, 105, or maybe 150 or 170, your face will gonna look flat. Your face will gonna basically that flatter feel is more pleasant than that round feeling. You know
Exactly.
how like iPhones or maybe Samsung 3x lens portrait give better effect for like portrait image rather than their main angle lens, main like wide angle lens.
okay. Lala, how long have you been doing 3D for?
I think for me it's like around 6 years.
Oh,
Damn.
you also do product related stuff or what?
I do pretty much like everything. My main like thing is modeling and texturing, and I model like everything, like from electronics to cars to like certain other things, weapons, and like it basically
So
depends on my mood.
you're doing it professionally or just for fun?
You could say both.
Okay, very nice.
Now we're gonna be lighting this up. So I just added a backlight that's gonna be illuminating the background as well as giving the key light for our lipstick over here. Now we're gonna be adding another light over here. So this is a bit too shiny. And we're gonna be going into, where is Octane? Here it is. Overdrive. We'll convert it to aces. And I'll just scale it down. Bless you, man. Okay, now we're gonna be adding a light over here to illuminate this 22.
So there was a lot of stuff about evolution here, but what I want to hear about is that how does I mean Hassan, I think it has been 3 years since you're using Blender. How did Blender evolve as a platform? How did Blender evolve?
Oh, okay. Now that is actually
That's a pretty
a really
interesting
fun
story.
story. Dude, that was
Yeah, that's what I want to
unexpected.
hear.
Okay, so Blender
I know how to
as
tie things.
I mean, Blender as a software or as a platform has evolved massively. I mean, there was a time where people used to consider it as a joke for 3D software. But yet again, it made its own name when we got up to like 2.78, and then when we got up to like 2.8, that was when everything changed. We got Eevee for the first time, we had the new version of Cycles, and then up until like 3.6, dude, it was massive. But in 4.0, they updated the game again. But yet again, if you're like me who likes to
Do
use
you know why those changes were like so big?
why?
The reason behind those changes, like improvement.
Educate me, dear sir.
Basically, there was a studio, I forgot the name, that like fixed a commission for Blender development team, and they started funding them for its development. So the Blender development team had a like proper source of money that was flowing in, so they could like properly outsource teams or properly hire like developers to develop this like community and like tool properly, like for like a proper program.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was like was run on donations for like individuals or some like small indie companies or some stuff, but then it had like proper fixed like source of money that was flowing in from a studio.
Mm-hmm. Well, the more you
Yep.
know.
Basically, I think Blender Guru had an like interview with its like founder, Blender's founder. He told it like on its like podcast, or I think there was some on other channel.
Ton
But
Russian dolls.
I like, yep.
You're talking about Ton.
I don't know what's his name, but I saw that whole interview. Like, he told this story on that podcast. I forgot on what channel it is.
It might have been on Blender's official channel.
I don't know.
Hey, but I mean, you're a C4D user, so yeah.
I follow around like everything. Like 3D is like a whole ecosphere, not just a one tool.
Well said.
I mean, sometime I consider myself to like start learning Blender because I see there are a lot of add-ons and plugins like community value plugins, and there's like very good support from community.
Hmm.
I think it is the largest community now, like on social media, compared to other tools.
I mean, bro, it is. But the thing is, are you willing to learn the software?
That's the point. Because when you have learned already a program that you are comfortable with, it's like very hard to like leave that tool and start learning another.
Exactly,
Just,
bro.
Right, right.
This is the reason I didn't switch to Cinema 4D.
Hmm.
Instead, I was like, okay, since I have to do it, I would rather switch to Blender Octane.
that's a like Blender has now Redshift 2 and Cinema like Blender Octane, and there are like paid version and like free version. It also depends on your workflow. What kind of like services are you willing to take?
Exactly. Speaking about services, Tala, since you are an expert car modeler, if someone wants to hire you, where can they find you?
I think on ArtStation and Behance, my Behance portfolio, you can search T underscore Hasib.
Hmm.
And on like ArtStation, it's I think Talha Hasib.
Gotcha, man, gotcha. So yeah, guys,
And
if
on Insta, it's T underscore Hasib underscore CGI.
Mhm. So yeah, guys, if you guys want an expert car modeler that I would recommend, it has to be Tala. View and
So beautiful, just looking like a wow.
Yo, I still don't know like the context of this meme. I've seen this meme like way too much, but I don't know what it is like where it
Just an
originated.
Indian lady trying to, just an Indian lady trying to sell some clothes, and this
Oh,
is where it
oh,
originated from.
oh, okay. I guess it blew on TikTok.
Everything blows on TikTok, man. Everything blows on
Yeah,
TikTok.
nowadays.
Tyler left, but I think Bob is an Indian, I guess. Bob will know better about this
Yeah,
meme.
I think Bob is in coma right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Hello.
He's back from the dead.
Uh, just like this meme, I don't know about much. Like I know like more. Yeah, like it just
Which you said
blew
you are
up.
more of a Moy Moy person.
Yeah. Like addicted. Like every friend in my friends are everyone is addicted to it.
Oh,
Like we saw something and we didn't like we like we did something and like just fell like just more.
yeah. Okay. Like it's a Moy Moy
Hey
moment
Hassan, it
at the
has
end of the day.
been 1.5 hours since you've been streaming.
I know, man, I know. Mm,
It's
And
so
I know I need to run in like within a couple of minutes, so I'm just doing the final touches over here.
Oh, you're already on the final
Okay.
touches.
Yes, sir.
Because at the start of the stream, people were like, "Hey, how long is it going to take you?" And I'm counting the time.
Already gotcha, man.
My eyes are on the clock. My eyes are on the clock. Let's see how fast you are, boy.
Bro, I'm not as fast as Vin Diesel or anything, but hey, I can be fast.
Are you as fast as Keemstar?
Who's Keemstar?
That was my guess.
You haven't been to the dark places of the internet.
No,
No, I
I,
haven't been.
I like to be in the light.
I like to bury the light. It's a Devil May Cry reference.
Haven't played and not planning to.
Dude, like if you haven't played DMC 5, what are you doing?
That's a cool
Pretty much
game,
missed
man.
you.
That's a cool game.
Watching your stream.
What the hell?
That's a good answer.
What?
Moving on.
Did you just got a dad call?
Hmm?
Did you just get a dad call? Like dad is calling you, right?
No, that wasn't
window
my
pops
dad, man. That wasn't my dad. I actually forgot to turn on my
Oh.
WhatsApp, and one of my relatives who is going to be at an event with us, he was calling.
Uh,
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to find a reasonable
So, Hassan,
camera angle.
anything useful in today's
Hey, yo,
Uh,
what happened? What happened?
What happened? I think someone died.
like he didn't
Hey,
pick up
yo,
his
Vishal,
dad.
are you alright?
anything in today's
Sorry, Sama?
hello.
Hello.
Yep.
I'm trying to ask is that anything in today's stream that will really help the beginners.
Follow the donor tutorial.
I think learning about someone's workflow
What
and
about
their
those
technique
people who are
helps a
trying
lot.
to go from beginner to the intermediate level?
Learn about photography. Don't learn about 3D, but instead you guys need to learn about how light works. You need to learn about how cameras work, and then you need to learn about how to combine all this information together using your favorite 3D software, regardless of you're using Blender
basically,
or Cinema 4D.
I mean, that's
Simulating the reality in 3D.
Exactly.
That's good as well. That's good as well. But I'm trying to ask about this specific stream. How can like these people learn from what is the one thing that you did different that people will learn from?
Okay, so in this stream, this is the first time I actually did sculpting. So yeah, that can be useful. Like knowing how to sculpt.
First time for everything.
Yes, sir.
It's not about like a proper workflow. Maybe there is a technique that person uses that is new to some other user that already knows Blender, and that might help him or her.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
And one more thing, how you can use your improve your photography and like angle and like how to judge which lighting is good for your like shot. Just take your phone and start using it, like in nature or like you have like a bottle in front of you on the deck. Just try playing it around in your free time. That's gonna
And
improve you a lot
I
for you.
see a bit of an issue going around over here.
Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I'll find my way through the blood and
What's the issue, man?
Not much, man, not much. I'm just fixing all of these holes right now.
I think center flat way is like extruding outside the edges of this like sculpt.
Dude, I'm just doing quick and dirty right now because I have to work.
No problem. When you're gonna post your renders, no one's gonna think about how you made it. They're gonna say, "Oh, that's cool." People like
Also-
us think about like, "Hey, how did you do that?"
tell me now,
we got that down. Okay, that looks like a good angle. Thing is, the light. Let's reduce the specular. We'll grab the hex from this one. Go to the second material. The hell? A bit brighter. Hey yo, is the FBI knocking?
That's what I was about to say.
FBI.
Open up!
FBI, open up.
Alrighty, my room is getting a bit toasty now.
Fallen one too many times. Feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Try to leave myself behind. Looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain my trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth, but
Dude, you need some ventilation in that room.
what we had was sacred.
I need to be on a ventilator right now, bro.
I was broken and isolated.
Why do you need to be on a ventilator, bro? Why?
Because I miss you, bro. We did not have tea
Hey.
together. Hey, but I mean, I had tea
For
with
some
Tala
time.
today.
Yeah.
I had guests, bro.
Hey, understandable, man. I'm not blaming you. But I am blaming you.
To be or not to be?
Funny how the tables turned.
That is the
Go
question.
this far, but here we are, the end. Now you're just a lesson,
So, let's try a different angle.
so I can breathe again. Gain my trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth, but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that
I mean, I don't have much time to just fiddle around with it. But hey, I mean, it is what it is for today. So, I'll just render it out and we'll just call it a day because I'm getting late and I need to run right now. So yeah, cheers to everyone who came for the stream today. And really sorry if you guys are not impressed with today's render.
No problem. Dude.
Yeah, it was a challenge. It was a challenge.
I mean,
it
you
was a
could
personal challenge.
pick up from here tomorrow.
Or better yet, the render that we're gonna be making tomorrow, I'll compensate it by making an epic render. So yeah, that's a
Okay.
promise to y'all.
This looks pretty cool as well.
Hey Mars,
Like
how's it
tomorrow you
going? Yep.
Okay. I also have to be somewhere. Gotta run. Bye bye.
Hey,
See you again.
no worries, bro. God bless you and your family. See ya. Hey Drew, how's it going?
Hey, this is actually the first stream that I stuck around.
Well, there's a first time for everything. So I'll just go
Hey,
into.
did someone leave?
Yeah, Tala actually left.
Oh,
Um, like Hassan, I wanna know something.
Yeah.
Did you like speedrun on Blender? Like sometimes. Have you
No.
been through it? Speedrun modeling, like something like that.
Nah, man. Do I look like a crackhead to you?
Nah, like
he did
it's a
one time.
fun.
No, bro.
Like
He
it's a
actually
fun
did
part.
one time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like tomorrow
okay.
stream should be.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have an idea. Like, let's start it like this.
Angle is sick though. Well,
Dude, that is the thing.
That's that look fire. Ouch. Yeah, wait a minute.
Something like that.
Oh, hello.
Yo.
I want to know something like tiles, like the rendering part tiles.
hmm Yeah.
So like in some projects like it get automatically on like in add-on session, but I couldn't find it. Like I couldn't get that. Like if I search it, like I couldn't get it. So how can I disable it? Like yeah.
I mean, just unwrap it in the wrong way. All of the tiles will be flipped then.
Nah, still didn't get it. Like what you're trying to say.
Bro, I think it would be better like after the stream ends and I get back from the event. You just call me on my Discord and just show me what you're trying to say. Cause without like visual
That should
reference,
be
cause without
yeah.
hi bro, check karna. Maz Mirza, who's Maz Mirza? He just said check karna. Like, what do I have to check, man? Alrighty guys, until this render is happening, you both can carry on the conversation. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I actually need to run to the washroom.
Sure. Pain. Okay. Yes, speaker by
Hey, Mas, what do you want us to check?
huh?
There's someone in the YouTube saying check karna. So, क्या check करें Mas?
Like second, let me on here. Oh,
So, Hassan, where are you from?
wait.
I'm from Mumbai. Hello.
How long have you been doing 3D?
For past 2 years.
That's nice. So, are you pursuing it professionally or is it just a hobby?
Professionally, I'm pursuing it professionally. Like I'm in college, so like for some money, I do freelance work for quick buck. Yeah, that's why.
On freelance platforms or do you like get your clients from somewhere else?
Yeah, mostly freelance platforms. Like, in some months they come, some months they don't. It's not like regular clients, but yeah. because I'm in like
Lot of
designing,
Hassans, man.
so
Lot of
most of the
Hassans.
projects. What?
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off. You can continue.
No, no. It's okay. What do you guys do?
I was saying
Where and where are you from?
lot of Hassans, man. Lot of Hassans. Lot of Hassans. You know,
Yeah,
a few
I
weeks
know.
ago, another Hassan reached me out on LinkedIn,
Oh,
and then I had to see this Hassan every day.
so what do you guys do?
I do a lot of things, man. I do a lot of things. I'm
What
basically
exactly?
a content marketer, you can say a content strategist, a copywriter, a marketer. I'm a lot of things.
Oh, it's good. So you guys are still in college, or like you are guys are passed out?
I graduated. I'm a pharmacist.
Oh, that's good.
I'm the legal drug lord, you can say.
So what are you doing here?
Ah man, I do a lot of things. I did tell you I do a lot of things.
Like
That's
it's
good.
just like breaking bad things.
I would rather not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just doing the very best that I can.
Oh,
So Hassan, are you in the college?
Yes, currently, yeah, I am.
Yo guys, I'm back.
Oh, that's good.
like I know, like Hassan, you yeah, like a papers like semester form 14th of December, like something like that. Am I right or wrong?
What?
What?
Like you got semester like in next month, like 14 or 15, like yeah.
Oh, the compositing sessions.
Excuse me.
Are you talking about the compositing sessions that
No,
we
no,
were
no, no, no.
doing?
I am talking about like semester, like college semesters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am in like seventh semester currently, bro.
Okay.
Dude, I'm not a college student. I used to be like a long, long time ago. And let's just say I wasn't the brightest tool in the shed when it comes to academics. Osama can explain that story to you until I figure out a good angle. How?
I think
Bro,
some things is
Hassan,
better left to the past.
Dude, I.
Hassan.
Yeah.
So I had a question. So like you guys do 3D and stuff. When you get good at it, so like how do you get clients? How do you attract clients to like do work for them and earn money?
Bro, the number one thing is consistent posting if you want inbound. But if you want outbound, Osama is the expert guy who could answer that.
What exactly do you mean by outbound?
Outbound basically means you reach out to the client first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like cold emailing and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. And Osama actually does that for us. You know what? I'm just gonna do the orthographic view now. Because I think 3 renders are enough for this stream. So let's just go to orthographic. And I'll zoom in. And I'll enable all of the lights so people could see it in the render as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for this one, I'll just keep it on double-sided. I'll go into the camera and go like 001. Dude, like what the hell? Oh, now we're able to see it.
So what are you going to name this trend?
22. I mean, if you have any other
Why
suggestions,
22?
because that's what we typed on the lipstick. Shade number 22.
I got to sleep. Okay, bye.
Hey, no worries, bro. God bless you. See ya. Bye bye.
Yep. Yeah. Good night.
Don't let
Good
the
night,
beds,
everyone. Bye. Bye.
bro. Don't let the bed bugs bite you.
Yep. Yep.
So one more question, bro. So
Yeah.
can you grow alone as a 3D artist, or you'll need like a team for a person who will market your skills and does the closing for you, and you do the work,
Okay,
so you
so
can do it alone and everything.
bro, before the inception of CGI Forge, I used to work alone before I met Tamu, and during that time, I used to do everything by myself. So yeah, you could do that, but it's not a scalable model. But if you want
You
like
cannot
people,
grow.
yeah, you cannot grow.
Okay.
But yet again, if you're talking about like charging big bucks for even a small render, obviously you need to show yourself
Yeah.
as an agency. So yeah, and as per like hiring someone to do it for you, bro, it depends on like if you know marketing yourself and could you teach that guy what he is doing wrong, because service based businesses are the hardest to sell. So yeah,
Okay.
you know what, I might even actually do a fourth render over here, which should be a straight up something like this. I'll just
Interesting.
what do you got?
I'm looking at no the coloring.
Alrighty guys, I think
And Hassan,
we
what do I have to do to get featured on Blender artwork
make good content.
and tag you guys?
I mean, bro, the only value that you can provide as an artist is by making good art and explaining to people like what was your intention behind making this art piece.
Okay.
I mean, it's plain and simple,
How do you
man.
guys select basically?
Okay, we
We-
basically select upon three decisions like is the lighting good, is the modeling good, or is the
Okay.
texturing good. And if you hit like two parts of those, then bro, you're in. And there are also like certain
Oh.
parts like if you're able to invoke any sort of emotion in people, or if you're able to invoke any sort of feelings into your renders.
Okay. Mr.
Alrighty, so I'll just start saving these. Save. And PNG like 01, 2.
Playlists are a window into your world. Listen to every song ad-free and
0.1.
uninterrupted with Spotify Premium.
Because I want this
Explore
to
3 months
appear
for free
first.
and cancel anytime. Tap the banner
Save.
to learn more.
02. Save. 03.
Save the file, my friend. Save the file.
It's already saved. Now we're gonna be going into our old friend Photoshop. And before that, I'm gonna be taking another sip.
Hydrate, my dudes. Hydrate. Hydration is good for your body.
What about hibernation?
That's good too.
How many times do you hibernate in a day, Mr. Sama?
I'm yawning right now, so you can imagine.
That explains a lot. And Mr. Hassan, how many times do you hibernate in a day?
I don't know. It depends. What type of things I'm doing. If like I'm constantly on for 3 hours on a PC, like I'll sleep for 2 hours and it's and so bro, one more question.
Yeah.
What was it? Wait, I'll ask in a bit. I forgot what was I asking. Let me
No,
think it.
no worries. Take your time, man.
Do you guys like do review sessions for like people in the community,
Our
showcasing your artwork and giving reviews?
That is actually one of our upcoming plans, but we're gonna be doing it in the
That
compositing
would be
session.
helpful. Okay.
So yeah, yet again, guys, let me announce this again. If you guys are willing to improve your artwork, whether it be in compositing or if you guys want us to do the entire render again for you guys, we're ready to help you out. What you need to do is hop on over to the Blender Artwork Discord channel, link over here in the chat. It's actually pinned, so you guys can join it over here and come over here and go to the improve your art section and just post your art over there. We're gonna be starting it in end of December now. So yeah, if you guys have some arts that you want us to remake, composite, or make it even better, just throw it over there. So yeah, that's about it.
Would you consider yourself as one of the early artists that got on Blender?
I wouldn't consider myself like early, because there were a few people who were doing before me. But hey, I mean, I could say I am one of those artists who got on Blender at the right time.
What do you mean by right time?
So basically, I got into the time when people were actually making tutorials.
Oh, well, when it started, everything from the first.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So yeah, now I'm gonna be applying a lot over here. Color lookup.
were you into Blender before the donut tutorial or after?
Um, when the donut tutorial came, I was like a part of Blender.
Oh,
Yes, sir. I know, man. I'm old.
How old is the Blender tutorial? Let me just see, bro.
Dude, it has been updated like 4 times.
there's a new series going on as well for 4.0.
Yes, sir. So, like every time there is a major update, Andrew Price actually updates the whole Blender thing.
Still, there might be some timeline. And hey, shout out to all the people on YouTube who are watching this live stream right now. If
Exactly.
you like the live stream, then hit the like button and share it with your friends who are, into 3D stuff or are interested in Blender. And hey, don't get any wrong idea. The whole evolution biology stuff, it just happened today. This was an exception today. We don't really talk about that. Although there's another thing that Hassan isn't really fond of. We do that much often, and that's
Don't.
horror story. Oh yeah. I mean, Hassan would prefer biology over horror stories any day.
I mean, dude, I'm just contemplating all of the decisions I made, why I chose Blender, why took your advice of starting the live stream, and the biggest thing of all, why am I doing it right now with you?
I mean, I'm contemplating why I just sat through the whole live stream.
Touche, man, touche.
And hey, we got 252 subscribers. A milestone is achieved, my friend.
Thank you, everyone. Massive respects. So yeah, even before in the beginning of this live stream, Osama asked, I want to see this reference turned into a dynamic piece. So, Mr. Osama, is this dynamic enough for you?
I mean, usually, if you want my honest feedback, usually lipstick don't turn out like that. However, if you would have, added some fire element to the lipstick, that would have been different, a lot different. But this is cool too, considering the fact that you had to do sculpting for the first time.
Yep.
But if you weren't doing that for the first time, I bet you this was going to be epic.
I know, and second of all, I didn't have the time to, go through everything. So let me just turn this off.
Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Blender was actually back in like 11 years ago.
Yes,
It
sir.
was still a thing. Damn.
Blender actually was, it has been since the 90s.
Damn.
Yes, sir. And let me go to my camera over here. So yeah, guys, that was the stream for today. I'm really sorry, like we couldn't make an epic render like we always do, but the thing is, I'm actually too tight on time right now. So yeah, I actually need to run right now. Special thanks to Mr. Osama, Mr. Tala, Bob, and Mr. Hassan over here for joining the stream and coming up on the stage. So yeah, guys, massive respects to you. And also massive respects to all of the YouTube crew over here who actually joined, sat through and watched the whole thing. So yeah, massive respects, my guys. But anyways, tomorrow we're going to be doing another live stream and we'll see what we could do. And if you guys have any suggestions regarding cosmetics, because it's cosmetic weeks, you can always hit it up in the general tab over here in Blender Artwork, or better yet, you can go to Instagram and find my account. My handle is Hassan Umar Official. So just hit me up with a DM and we'll see where can we take that on. But until then, it's gonna be time to sign out. So peace.
Bye.